Welcome to Art Tech. Today I will give my over 1 year review with the eufy Video Smart Lock S330, and after that we'll jump into the unboxing of the eufy Video Smart Lock E330. I had originally purchased this lock during their Kickstarter campaign and have been using it ever since. The S330 has actually replaced my August Smart Lock as my main lock. While I would like to say that it's all been great since I got it, the first few months of use wasn't without issues. Most of my early problems centered around the human-only detection setting. When set, it wouldn't detect any motion at all. To get around the issue, I had to set it to detect all motion, and after that, the motion detection started working. This problem persisted through a couple of firmware updates, which came pretty quickly. During that time, customer service was pretty good at keeping me up to date on when new firmware was released and contacting me to find out if I still had issues or not. After they fixed the human-only motion detection, the video lock has worked mostly well since then. Only issues I seem to be coming across now is the app popping up a message saying I need to recalibrate the lock or the auto lock feature may not work properly. That message has popped up only a handful of times since I had the lock, and while it is an annoyance, it doesn't seem to affect the functionality of the door lock. As for battery life, I average about 3 to 4 months between battery swaps, and while that may seem like the battery life isn't very good, I also have all the settings basically set to max. I've got almost max recording time. I've got max motion sensitivity. My door lock is basically configured as a battery hog at this moment. So 3 to 4 months with my settings really isn't too bad. There is one thing I don't like though, and that's the micro SD card that it records video onto on the bridge. Once the SD card fills up, it stops recording all video and it gives a slightly vague error message in response. To clear it, you either need to replace the SD card with a blank one or format the current SD card so that there is space available again. It actually would have been nice if they would have incorporated loop recording onto this smart lock, but other than those two minor inconveniences, this smart lock has been working pretty well, and I can't imagine a reason why I would want to replace it at this current time. So all in all, the S330 has served me pretty well, and I can't really complain about too many things other than a couple of minor inconveniences. So I'm quite happy with it, and like I said, I cannot see a reason for me to swap this out for anything else. I do like that I can keep all my recording locally, either on an SD card or using a home base, which I recently purchased but just have not had a chance to hook it up yet. So why don't we go ahead and jump into the unboxing of the eufy Video Smart Lock E330, and let's see what we get with that one. And while we're at it, we can go ahead and compare some of the differences between the flagship S330 and the new E330. All right, so without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into the unboxing of this. Okay, as you can see here, you've got the E330. This is going to be the front, the outside portion, and this is what you're going to see on the inside. Okay, so this is what's going to be on the inside, and this is the half that's going to be on the outside. This is where it sticks through your deadbolt. Okay, so let's see what else we got here. You got a little security sticker. You got your quick start guide. Inside here, you got your deadbolt. So they give you 2 pairs of keys. And you got your mounting hardware. And then here, this looks like, yep, and then you got your battery. Let's see if there's anything else in here. And that looks like it. All right, so why don't we go ahead and look at some of the differences and the similarities between this. One difference about this that you can't really see because I don't have the other S330 next to it is that this is actually smaller in terms of height. This is shorter. It's got a smaller footprint than the S330 does. It's still pretty big, yes, but I think it's shaved about 1 inch off if I remember right. So it is considerably smaller footprint wise. I did notice that this appears to be, while it is shorter, the indoor unit is a little bit thicker than the S330, but not too much. Another difference between the E330 and the S330, not only is the height this one's shorter, but the S330's got more of a rounded look to it. If you see it, if you look down on it from the top, it's more rounded, and this one seems to be more of a rectangle shape to it. Yeah, it's going to be more similar to this one. You see the two differences between the outdoor unit and the indoor unit. With the S330, the indoor unit is shaped the same as the outdoor unit, like this one is right here. So that's going to be another difference between the two. But when you're looking on it head on, you're not going to really notice the aesthetics of it too much. But if this type of a shape bothers you and you like this design, this look more, then you're going to want to go to the S330 because again, the indoor unit is shaped more like this instead of being a rectangular box like this one is. So that's one other thing to keep in mind in terms of an aesthetic cosmetic difference between the two units right there. One good thing is between the E330 and the S330 is that they do share the exact same batteries. So if you have an S330 and you decide to get an E330, the batteries are interchangeable between the two, which means the spare battery is also interchangeable between these two. And if you don't have a spare battery, I do recommend getting the spare one. That way, when the battery dies in your lock, you can just swap the two out and you don't have to sit there waiting for the battery to charge up before you're able to access it. Now, just like the S330, you're going to have the key bypass is going to be under here. And that's exactly the same way as the S330 is. Just like the S330, you've got your fingerprint sensor up on top. You got your camera, which is going to be right here. And you got your number pad, which is right here. This is also going to be your doorbell. And on the bottom, you've got your USB-C charge input in case you need to use it. You got it right there, which is the same as the S330 also. They both have a working temperature of -10 degrees Celsius up to 50 degrees Celsius. The camera resolution for both of them is a 2K resolution. For the S330, it has a built-in door sensor to auto-lock the door, while the E330 uses a countdown timer to auto-lock the door. The S330 has 3 different types of detections. It's got a human detection, leaving detection, and loitering detection, while the E330 has human detection. The S330 has local storage on the Wi-Fi bridge, which can use up to 128 gigabyte micro SD card, while the E330 has a built-in storage with 8 gigabytes. The S330 does come with a door chime and the E330 does not. Both the S330 and E330 have two-way audio, and they both record in 4:3 aspect ratio. With the battery life between the S330 and the E330, the average battery life for the E330 is about 3 months, and the S330 is rated to be about 10% longer. I'm kind of wondering if that's correct or not, because I've got my video smart lock set up with max settings on it. So it's a battery hog, and mine is lasting 3 months easy, up to 4 months with the max settings. And if I change the settings so that it's more battery saver settings, it'll last even longer than that. For the Video Smart Lock E330, it's got a Wi-Fi connection coverage of about 20 feet. So it does need to be connected to the Wi-Fi router directly, while the S330, it's using the door chime, which can act as a bridge. So you would connect the door chime up to your router, and then your smart lock can connect to the door chime itself, which means it can be much farther away from your router than what the E330 can be. So those are the main similarities and differences between the E330 and the S330. As you see, they're fairly similar. There's just a small feature set really that separates the two apart. It's just going to come down to what features are more important to you and what features you can live without. Once you decide that, you'll be able to easily pick which lock is going to suit your needs the best. But either way, I don't believe you can go wrong with either of these two locks. And if you end up boning both of them, the good thing is the batteries are interchangeable. So if you have one spare battery for your S330, that means you've got a spare battery for your E330 as well. As I am literally about to go on vacation, and it's winter out here, so it's really cold, I am going to hold off on doing an installation video on this until my return from my trip, which will actually be a couple months from now. So look forward to it in the somewhat near future, but it will be coming. Like I said, as soon as I get back, I will install this and I will go ahead and create a video of it as well. But if you want something quick and fast, the install of this is going to be very, very similar to the S330, except that the S330 has the video door chime with it, so it's going to be a little bit of an extra step. But if you omit that portion of it, then that's basically going to be your installation of the E330 as well, since they are virtually identical with just some features missing on this one that is available on the other one. Thank you for watching. I appreciate it. This was the unboxing of the Video Smart Lock E330, as well as a brief comparison between the S330 and the E330. If you guys have any questions about the E330 or the S330, please feel free to leave comments down below and I will answer it as best to my abilities. So thanks again. Y'all have a great day and y'all stay safe out there.